What's going on, guys? It's the one and only King Schmuck. This is a re-upload for my very first video, the Ultimate Beginner's Guide, which reached over 100k views, which is something I'm very happy about. I decided to re-upload it because the first video had a music right claim, which basically means that most of the video ended up being muted. Anyways, I'm going to try and make this video short, snappy and informative by listing the important details that you guys should be focusing on as a starting player, so you guys can avoid the mistakes that I did, or mistakes I know most players have fallen into. So without further ado, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. First thing that you guys should be prioritizing is the city hall. This game is not like Clash of Clans, guys, where you must upgrade your walls and other features before your city hall. In this game, the higher your city hall, the better it is for you for your research and your development in the game. So I would highly recommend maximizing your city hall, because that means you'll be able to maximize your research, which then brings me to my next point, to research the tier 3. That's what's obviously coming up next on the list, researching the tier 3 troops. When you first start the game, you ultimately start with really garbage T1 troops, which don't do much damage to the monsters and the surroundings, possibly your shrine NPCs around the map. Ultimately, our plan is to get tier 4 or tier 5 troops, but prioritizing tier 3 research before focusing on other content means you can now compete against higher level barbarians and shrine guardians, which gives you a huge amount of XP boost and item drops from the barbarians that you kill. Next on the list is pretty self-explanatory. You need to train your troops. You need to be constantly training your troops or upgrading your barracks. I would highly recommend upgrading your barracks, because it sort of allows you to have a bit more time to AFK, as the higher your training grounds, the more you're allowed to train, therefore the more time you have to wait. So a good tip from me is to keep upgrading the barracks so you have more troops to train, and another tip is to keep your notifications on, as you're always alerted when your troops have finished training, so then you can log back in, train them again. In terms of what to use your troops training speed ups on, I would recommend going for the troops that match your commander's buffs. In short summary of the basic troop stats, infantry counters cavalry, but infantry is slower. Cavalry counters archers, but cavalry is fast. Archers counters infantry, and they're roughly the same speed, unless a commander provides speed buffs, and in that case your archery could be faster than the enemy infantry. Up next, we have the daily quests. Every 12 o'clock UTC daily quests are reset, and then you could do them again. They're very easy to do, and they don't take too much time. They give amazing rewards, and it's one of the best ways to stack golden keys and speed ups for free. I highly recommend that you guys do these, because they don't take too long. I mean, even the barbarians, you can just defeat level 1 barbarians, as I can show you guys on the screen, if you guys don't want to face any higher level barbarians. Do these quests, guys. I promise you guys, you will not regret it, because these rewards do stack up over time, and then eventually you get the golden keys and some epic commanders as well. Up next is the tribal villages and mysterious caves. These are hands down the best ways to get free speed ups. I'm going to show you guys real quick that you can zoom out, press explore, and then you're able to see only the caves and the villages. If you can click on them, they will give you free speed ups, free XP tomes, and even troops at the very start of the game. So I highly recommend doing these. I even have a video on unpacking all the rewards that I received from the tribal villages and the mysterious caves. Whenever you start your journey, you always land in a kingdom full of tribal villages and mysterious caves, so you can explore and receive the rewards from them. And the trick is obviously to zoom out and do what I did just there. The Mysterious Merchant is next. Lots of guys fall for the Mysterious Merchant selling you cheap items for gems, but the trick is to only purchase discounted supplies for the cost of resources. Do not spend your gems at all in the Mysterious Merchant, because at the end of the day you'll be needing your gems in the future for other things like the castle and the VIP. Number 7 is the monument, and what that is pretty much mini quests that your kingdom or your alliances achieve during its early days. Definitely build a monument because there's plenty of gems, plenty of golden keys at the early stages of the game, where it's important to stack up your gems, stack up your golden keys for future events. Number 8 is the VIP of your player. Now remember when I said you'll be needing your gems for other content? Well, this is where most of your gems should go. You should go for VIP 6 because that's when you get your second builder, and when you get your second builder you begin earning epic commanders, sculptures, as well as crazy troop buffs that you'll definitely need in your future as your player develops. I would highly recommend waiting for the event more than gems, that's actually what it's called, because that way you can earn some golden sculptures when spending your gems. Number 9, and this is an important one, it's having an active alliance. When you're in an active alliance and they spend or buy bundles in the game, you also get a share of that bundle. You also get these chests, iron, silver, golden chests, if the person decides to go for a higher cost bundle. Once you get these chests, you can claim them, and inside them you can get some awesome rewards. And other alliance members help you. It cuts down the time of your building, or if you're trying to ask to help heal troops, and you can also spend some alliance credits in the shop to buy speed ups and such. Number 10 is the commanders, and this is a difficult one to explain all in the last few minutes of the video, but the most important thing that you should know is not to level up your commanders until you have given them enough sculptures to level up their very first skill to level 5. So many people mess up their commanders, especially their golden ones, so I highly recommend working on blue or purple epic commanders as a starting player to avoid leveling up any golden ones, because you may mess up the commander stats. I make videos and guides on golden commanders, epic commanders, all sorts of commanders in the game, so definitely check them out if you don't want to mess up your commander stats and end up regretting it later on. Before I end the video, I do want to show you guys one cool thing about this game, and that's the expedition mode. This is somewhere where you can actually purchase commander heads in currencies that you would only get in the expedition mode. When you guys get into this expedition mode, try to do as much levels as you can when you guys get stronger troops, because the more levels you do, the more rewards you get daily and the more golden heads you can purchase. That concludes the end of the video, guys. Consider liking, commenting and subscribing if you learned something new today. But without further ado, I'll catch you guys in the next video.